Alright lads, let's talk some fudging football. Napoli's Antonio Conte is forging a straight-up army to snatch the Serie A title, and it's getting spicy. They are equal on points with the leader Inter in the Serie A table, gunning for their second Scudetto in 3 years, and Conte's squad is stacked. Scott McTominay smashing it, David Neres is pure magic, Alessandro Buongiorno is a fortress. This team's ready to wreck. Buckle up for some brainy stats and tactical shiz, cause this is gonna be epic. Hit subscribe and let's dive in. Here's the deal. Serie A's title race is a fudging war zone. Inter Milan's leading with 71 points, but Napoli's breathing down their necks after 33 games. Conte's crew from a second Scudetto in 3 seasons. And with 5 games left, it's tighter than a cheap tracksuit. Opta's supercomputer gives Inter an 81.2% shot at the title, but Napoli's got a 17.9% chance. Not bad for a team that was 10th last season. Conte's turned Napoli into a frigging fortress with the league's best defence, just 25 goals conceded. Inter's got Lautaro Martinez and a Champions League semi-final splitting their focus, so can Napoli pounce. Let's unpack how Conte's building this dang army. Conte's a tactical beast, and his Napoli is a fudging war machine. He's running a 4-3-3 that flips to a 3-5-2 when defending, like some dang shape-shifting ninja. Up top, Romelu Lukaku's a bulldozer, racking up 11 goals and 10 assists. The midfield's where shiz gets wild. Scott McTominay, Stanislav Lobotka and Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa are a frigging wrecking crew. McTominay's bagged 10 goals, including a header in Saturday's 1-0 win over Monza. Lobotka's the maestro, with 92.3% pass accuracy, top 1% in Europe. Anguissa's a tank, winning 60% of his duels. Conte's high-pressing game is nuts. Napoli's PPDA, passes per defensive action, is 9.8, second best in Serie A. They swarm opponents like angry bees, forcing turnovers high up the pitch. Defensively, they're tighter than a vault, with Alessandro Buongiorno anchoring a backline that's conceded only 25 goals. Conte's tactics are built for war, but can they outsmart Inter's machine? Now, let's talk Scott McTominay. Conte's midfield general. Snagged from Man United for €30 million, this lad's been a fudging revelation. He's got 10 goals and 4 assists in 30 starts, a career best, and his 6'4" frame is bullying Serie A midfields. In Napoli's 3-1 win over Roma last month, he scored and won 8 duels, proper beast mode. Conte's using him as a box-to-box destroyer, crashing into the box for headers and pressing like a dang pit bull. His XG, expected goals, is 0.35 per 90, higher than any Napoli midfielder last season. Off the ball, he's covering 11.5 kilometres per game, top 5% in the league. Scottish grit meets Italian swagger. McTominay's the heartbeat of this army, but with Inter's Hakan Calhanoglu bossing midfields, can McTominay keep swinging? He's frigging vital. Napoli's attack is a fudging fireworks show, and David Neres is lighting the fuse. Signed from Ajax for €28 million, this Brazilian winger's got 7 goals and 9 assists in 28 games, with a 3.2 dribbles per game average, top 2% in Serie A. His goal in the 2-0 win over AC Milan last week was pure sauce. Jinked past 2 defenders, curled it top bins. Conte's got Neres on the right and Lukaku up top. That's a front 3 that'd scare Satan himself. Lukaku's hold-up play is key, with 2.8 key passes per game, linking the wingers. Napoli scored 62 goals, second only to Inter's 65, but their XG, expected goals, of 68.4 is the league's highest. This attack's got speed, flair, and brute force, but Inter's defence is no joke. Can Neres and co keep the magic flowing? Alessandro Buongiorno's the fudging rock of this Napoli army. Signed from Torino for €35 million, this 25-year-old centre backs made Napoli's backline a dang fortress. They've conceded just 25 goals, the best in Serie A, and Buongiorno's 4.2 clearances and 2.1 interceptions per game are top 5% in the league. In the 0-0 draw with Juventus in March, he pocketed Dusan Vlahovic like it was nothing. Conte's 4-3-3 that flips to a 3-5-2 defence, with Buongiorno and Amir Rahmani forming a wall, while Giovanni Di Lorenzo's leadership at right back adds steel. Buongiorno's 85% pass accuracy and 1.2 blocks per game show he's not just a brute, he's got brains. With goalkeeper Alex Murray's 14 clean sheets, Napoli's defence is a nightmare for strikers. But Inter's Lautaro Martinez has 22 goals. Can Buongiorno keep him quiet in the crunch games? So, can Conte's army snatch the Scudetto? It's fudging on! Their run-in includes Bologna, Lazio, and a massive Inter clash on May 18, 2025. Conte's got Napoli playing like possessed warriors, winning 6 of their last 7, including a 3-0 hanking of Fiorentina. Inter's distracted by the Champions League semis versus Barcelona, and their loss to Atalanta last week shows cracks. Napoli's depth is solid. Giacomo Raspadori's 5 goals off the bench and Cyril Nongue's 3 assists add spark. But Inter's got Martinez, Calhanoglu, and a deeper bench. Opta says Napoli's 17.9% title chance is climbing, but they need to pounce on Inter's slip-ups. Conte's won 5 Scudetti. He smells blood. This army's ready to storm the castle, but it's gonna be a friggin' battle. Alright, you dang geniuses, what's the verdict? Conte's Napoli army is a fudging juggernaut. McTominay's a beast, Neres is electric, Buongiorno's a wall, and Conte's tactics are chef's kiss. They are equal on points with the leader Inter in the Serie A table. They're ready to snatch that Scudetto. But can they topple the champs? I'm saying Napoli's got the shiz to do it. Who's your MVP? McTominay, Neres, or Lukaku? Drop your takes in the comments, smash that like button if you're hyped, and subscribe for more Serie A madness. And let's keep this fudging party rolling.